Well, I thought about it. The reason I would do that job is to get some experience. So if I wanted to have additional benefits if I move to another company. Maybe even additional options. Like I can look for multiple different kinds of jobs. But I don't think I'd be happy there. And I would definitely lose some availability. I would lose some availability here with you guys. We're going to skip that one and start here. Alright, I'll switch in my water. In the middle of the Space Center bombing trial, we had another bombing incident. Is there not a speed option? This one destroyed core number 4. Is there not like a reader? No. Oh, that's the keys. What is the wait time? Oh, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a speed. Alright, whatever. We're not doing that. That's just gonna make me skip stuff. Furthermore, Apollo suffered massive injuries from being there when the bomb went off. So I hope you guys appreciate looking at the food I made. Oh, and that food gets topped with cheese. Was Juniper Woods was fingered as a courtroom bomber. Athena and I knew she had to be innocent, so we took her case on. We managed to clear Miss Woods' name. But Apollo sustained further injuries when he was attacked by Titanate. Oh, also another bit of good news. So, my laser appointment is next week. No? What happened? I'm not gonna lie, I don't look too close yet. Discord, I don't understand. I don't see things. Like, there's not a place I can just, like, see stuff. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm getting better responding to messages in Discord. I usually check it at least hourly at work. Sometimes more frequently if I'm bored. Yeah, my phone's actually low battery because I charge about every other day, and I've been reading a lot at work. All the stuff, guy, this is taking its toll on him. Yeah, poor guy. Being attacked by a snake like that on top of all his other injuries. Paul is resting at the nearby Hickfield Clinic. I've had some experience with that place myself. What an awful turn of events. I never thought he'd land in a hospital, of all places. I just don't see the point, Zarek, I'm afraid. I just don't... One, I don't really have the time. I mean, I could try... But I have... Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and lay this out there. I think one of the reasons why I've had a headache for 3 days is because I keep stressing myself. Right? I think I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. I am I have a list of things I have to do before I go on my trip in November. And I am freaking out over it. Like, I'm literally shopping for outfits because I'm worried about what I'm going to wear because I want to look nice. This is pressure I'm putting on myself. No one is putting this on me. I want to make sure, I want to start practicing my makeup skills. So I'm actually going out and doing things where I can actually wear makeup and try to look nice. So I need to get back in, my liquid makeup's all separated. I gotta throw them out, get new ones. It's just a thing I'm working on, and getting that real ID was a big deal. I got that today. I went and got that today. That was a big deal, and I was stressed out. Like, I was literally shaking because I could not pass that eye exam. Part of it was the second I walked up and got in line, like, there was nobody there. But then the second I got there, like, 5 people got in line behind me. And I'm like, well, crap, now I'm slowing everybody down because I'm having trouble reading this stupid thing. And 6s look a lot like 8s on their stupid screen. By design. Anyway. I think that's why I've had a headache for several days. You must miss him too, huh? Now that you don't have anybody to tease. It's getting better, though. So I think having the real ID done will take a lot of pressure off. Don't worry, he's young. He'll heal quickly and be back before you know it. It's been a while since I last saw Trucy look so down. We won the court case, yet nobody feels much like celebrating. Sniffle. Oof. Alright, enough of this, people! There's no time to be moping around. Now dry those eyes, both of you. Oh, you're the only one who's crying, Athena. Hey, the cowards, look, we have work to do. We have to take over. Take over what, exactly? Apollo Space Center case, of course. As November's released, there's still a chance. Yeah, I may have to have a talk and see if I can't talk about it on here. I agree with Tina. We should pick up Mr. Starbuck's defense. We have to avenge our fallen comrade. Right, Daddy? Oh, I haven't exactly fallen. He's still alive, you know. Good, now that's settled. Let's get going. Come on, we gotta run. Wait, right now? Now? I better not be running the whole way. Here she goes. I better go catch up. Sorry, can't take care of the office, Trucy. What you think, Daddy? Let's be careful out there. In the meantime, I'm going back to bake some cookies and fill up my magic paintings for you. Trucy seems to be feeling a little better. I can always count on Athena to perk everybody up with her enthusiasm. Oh, she's back. Not by me, just forgot a few things. Wallet, phone, documents, my bag. Doesn't like you forgot everything. You can always count on Athena for that, too. Alright, you two. Let's be careful out there. Yeah, every time I say I have a headache, people are like, oh, are you dehydrated? I'm like, I drink a gallon of water a day. How am I? I'm not dehydrated. There's no way. I am hydrating. I just literally just drank, but I'll hydrate some more. So our client is one Solomon Starbuck. He's so famous even I've heard of him. That's right, he's a super famous astronaut who works at the Cosmos Space Center. He was actually up in outer space 7 years ago. Seemed to know quite a bit about him. Now I'm all excited to meet the man. Wow, that was the longest sigh I've ever heard. Drink a Starbucks? Okay, I'm gonna look up something. I'm gonna look up something right now. Alright, so what is a normal drink at Starbucks? Just throw something out there. What should I get at Starbucks? I don't know, mochaccino? Is that a normal drink? Let's go to Starbucks. Alright, here's the one near my house. So I'm looking. Okay, let's see here. Okay, hold on. Let's see, what's a good beverage? Frappuccino blended beverage, that sounds good. Okay. A mocha cookie crumble frappuccino blended beverage. That sounds really good. Okay, let's have a look at it. Okay, in 16 ounces. Let's make it with soy milk. I like soy milk. Okay, I was gonna say, wait, why would I not get the 24 ounce? It's only 20 cents more. I don't know what these things are. Okay, I was gonna say it's gonna be super expensive, but it's only like $6.50. That's not bad. I mean, 600 calories, which is abhorrent. But yeah, $6.50. That's not too bad. I thought it was gonna be like 12. I went there when I was in college. Apollo told me all about you. You're Phoenix Wright, Apollo's mentor, right? Yes, that's right. Oh, mentor has a nice ring to it. Don't worry about a thing, Mr. Starbuck. Mr. Wright and I have got you covered. Ah, and you're the new kid that Apollo told me about. Wait, don't I know you from somewhere? Oh, you mean other than at your trial? I don't think so. He looks like a rocket. Look at his head. I guess so, my mistake. My memory isn't what it used to be. Oh, you and me both. My mind and body are kaput. Same goes for my life. I mean, I'm so astronomically unlucky that I had a bomb go off in the middle of my trial. Trying to defend me would be like trying to enter the stratosphere without a spacecraft. Yikes, he's seriously got to stop depressing himself. Oh, I saw a funny comic strip today. Sorry, I tend to get distracted during this game. Basically, there's a guy sitting on a bus. Sure, guy sitting on a bus. He's like, oh man, I really suck. And then the guy sitting behind him reaches over, pulls open his head, grabs his brain out of there, and puts a knife to his brain and says, "You need to stop lying to my friend." And I really like that comic. Sure, Mr. Starbuck. Besides, that thing you said about entering the stratosphere. It's mean to shine like shooting stars, right? Like shooting stars, huh? You know, you're right. Why didn't I think of that? After all, that's what we're all put on this earth to do, right? To shine like stars. Guess I should mention the fact that shooting stars burn out in a flash. Oh yeah, here we go. 3, 2, 1. To stratosphere and beyond. Clip what? What are you clipping? What'd I do? Yeah, I feel alive now. You can go ahead and ask me anything you want. I just saw a comic. I just told you about a comic strip I saw. Is that really clip-worthy? I don't know. Is that really all it takes? So I have no memory at all of the incident. I'm so ashamed. My memory of the time is as black and clouded as dark nebula. So it's strange you don't remember a thing. Are you sure you didn't take one of those anti-anxiety pills like they said at the trial? You got it all wrong. I told him an investigation too. I don't know anything about any drugs. I never took any medication, I swear. I just tried to develop a fear of space because of what happened 7 years ago. I was taking medication secretly every now and then when my anxiety got bad. Having a fear of space is not something an astronaut can brag about, you know. Oh, the so-called Hat 1 miracle? That must have been a terrifying experience. I'm still an astronaut at heart. Come what may. I would never take drugs that might impede my performance just before I launch. That launch meant everything to me. That's more certain than the theory of relativity. I'm like a completely different person now. This is the face of the astronaut I know. The Drake flowers were found in your system. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't know why. I'm done for. If you didn't take them, then maybe somebody slipped them to you? Exactly, that's what I thought. Must have been the real culprit. My medication was made in my locker. Maybe I could have gotten your hands on it. The real culprit also planted the detonator switch in your pocket. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I've been framed. I'll say, you managed to plant your prints on the switch before slipping it in. It's a real possibility. Remember anything else that might be relevant? No matter how small? Like, about the murder weapon, for example? Oh, that knife. I think it came from one of the Space Center's utility kits. Utility kits? Yeah, staff who work on machinery a lot are given these special toolkits to use. All it takes is to have them... I doubt you can prove whose knife it is. As I recall, your last trip to space was 7 years ago, right? One moment, I'm adjusting my headset. My hair is a little bit damp, so it's not really comfortable. That's right. It was a pretty rough experience. During that mission, we had all kinds of problems with the craft. You did? What kind of problems? Power failures, oxygen leakage, busted radio, cracked windows, loose control column. Each shield came off as we were entering the atmosphere. I thought I was a goner. You know, one reason why people aren't doing the Catch Fox is I think it made it more expensive, didn't I? Yeah, I made it $250. There was a complaint that someone would spend $777 and get a model, and then it immediately gets reset for 100 points. People felt that was unfair. $250 might be overkill. Maybe I drop it down to $200. Each show came off as an atmosphere. I thought I was a goner. I managed to make it somehow with the popsicles and ice packs from the freezer. Random Fox. Well, now I just feel bad. You want me to re-randomize it? Alright. I'll leave it as is. What they dubbed it the Hat 1 miracle. It's a miracle you made it back. Space is a boundless place. That's when it continues captures people's imaginations. But the vastness of space shows how insignificant we are in the scheme of things. Darkness just goes on forever, and ever, and ever. Without end. Why? What are you doing? There's nobody else there. Nobody's gonna come save me. I was all alone. All alone. With nothing to listen to. The sound of my own breathing and a heartbeat. Why would it change? You just reset it to the normal one. I kept forgetting to make repairs, but I couldn't to keep my hands from shaking. An experience like that would make anybody afraid to go up into space. The experience you had, weren't you dreading the mission? What? No way. Of course not. Even now, I want to go up in space so bad I can barely stand it. I want to shake off Earth's gravity and escape velocity and spin around weightless. But you have to admit, it's pretty harrowing. Weren't you even a tiny bit afraid? I was afraid. Of course I was. Still am. But space is man's final frontier, an unknown world. Cosmic truth is out there waiting for us somewhere. Cosmic truth, huh? Guess there are people looking for the truth in every walk of life. You guys want to hear about one of my fears? So, this is based off of a story that I heard. True story. There was a person. I don't know if I can set that up. I could try to figure it out if I could. But what happens when you do like you do and give like 10 subs? I mean, I could do it like automatic. I could do it manually. So anyway, you know, people go in caves, right? Spelunking, that sort of thing. So there was a person, I'm assuming a guy just because it's stupid. They were spelunking a cave and they came to this narrow passage that's like barely big enough for just them. Okay? So it's basically like an air vent, right? But made of rock. And so they went in. And it started to slope downward. And they kept going, right? And they ended up, they were going head first, so they ended up getting stuck because they started going down and could not push themselves backwards. So they're just trapped there. My heart is starting to race just thinking about this. And so, luckily, the person had, they didn't go alone, so people knew they were stuck down there. And so they called a rescue team in. And so the rescue team came and tried to, they sent someone down to get the person, but they were unable to get them out. Right? I don't know, they couldn't, I guess, like, I thought they sent a drone or something trying to get, like, a loop on the person's boot or, you know, something so that they could get the person out. But they couldn't. So basically, the guy died there. And they couldn't even get his corpse out. All they could do is like seal off that cave entrance to make sure that nobody would try to do it again. And so that guy basically just died alone, scared. I assume of thirst, of dehydration. Maybe he had a heart attack. I don't know. Nobody knows. But just the thought of being surrounded by stone and knowing there's no way out, that gives me a hint of claustrophobia. I'm not really claustrophobic, but that terrifies me. I love digging holes, but I always want to know which way is out. Grandpa died from mineshaft falling on him? I will say this. I hope your grandfather died quickly. Just because being trapped, helpless, suffocating to death, dying of dehydration, awful. Dying of starvation, awful. You guys know I have issues with food. We've been over my issues with food. I have many issues with food. I have literally gone into the hospital due to malnutrition. Okay? I have issues with food. Self-inflicted. I was not out of money or anything. I was living with my parents, had all the food I wanted. And I was trying to get in shape and ended up getting malnutrition. Right? Right. Okay. When someone tells me they're not sure if they can afford food, that bothers me to my core. I just want you guys to know that. That is one of my... It's not a pet peeve. It does not make me angry. I'm not going to angry at the person. No. But the thought of someone starving within my reach is unacceptable to me. So, yeah. You guys probably didn't know that about me, but I cannot stand that. I literally, I was at a restaurant. I was at Jack in the Box. This is a long, long time ago. I'm just telling you guys all the stories. Yeah, well, I mean, most people, they do that, they're joking. Like, okay, you know, but if someone told me that seriously, like, there's no way I'm going to let that sit. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I was at a restaurant when, some years ago. Just a Jack in the Box. I was there getting my normal. I really liked their, sausage burrito. I love their sausage burrito. I usually get it with curly fries and a soda when my weight is low. If my weight is too low, that is my go-to. At least it was until all the Jack in the Boxes around me closed down. That doesn't matter. So I'm in the Jack in the Box. And they ask me, hey, you know, this is just a normal thing. Would you like to donate a little bit to help the starving children in our area? And I almost cried at the thought of a child starving to death in my town. And so, of course, I donated. I'm like, yeah, I'll donate. I basically donated, like, an extra meal to them. Hopefully, they don't buy Jack in the Box food, because that's not appropriate. Give them healthy food. But I do not like the idea of people being hungry. I'm hungry all the time. So, yeah. I don't know. Wow, that story kind of got away from me, didn't it? Alright, where are we going? Guess there are people looking for the truth in every walk of life. No matter how afraid I am, I'm sure I can manage. If I give in to my fear, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight. One thing's for sure, Mr. Starbuck's passion for space is undeniably the real deal. Facing Clay Terran. He was kind of like your protege, wasn't he? Well, it wasn't a big exaggerated deal like Master and Prince or anything like that. But Clay did think of me as her mentor. See, that's what I'm talking about, Zelric. Cinnamon is hungry all the time. But she has food. She is fed. She gets fed. I promise. She's just trying to get you guys to give her extra food. And sweets and snacks and stuff. The mentor and the protege. What a combination they must have been. See? You fall for it every time. You're a sucker. His encouragement, I knew I could get over my fear and go back into space. But now... It must have been very encouraging, huh? Yeah, it's funny, really. Whenever I'd hear him shout, "You're fine!" I was kind of feeling everything really was going to just be fine. Everything was going to be just fine. You're fine? Apollo says I'm fine. And you're fine all the time, too. I just feel encouraged, too, whenever I hear him shout it. Yeah, Clay and Apollo were best buds. I used to come visit the Space Center a lot, ever since they were high school kids. One day out of the blue, Clay even told me he wanted to be my protege. Those two hung around the Space Center so much they're like a part of the staff. One time during ZOG training, I started to panic a little bit. The two of them took turns shouting, "You're fine!" over the radio. It was a simple thing, but it was exactly what I needed to hear. So I'm fine and you're fine were like Apollo and Clay's secret phrases, huh? Wish I could ask Apollo more about Clay and their relationship now. Speaking of Clay, I suppose he climbed down the ladder with you over his shoulder. Sorry, but I can't even begin to imagine. He actually did climb down that ladder, so a way has to exist. From the feet of his face to the walls of the cell. The prosecutor said the dark night sky isn't half bad through the barred windows. You're fine. Solomon Starbuck is fine. Everything's gonna be alright. Huh? Anything Sykes is fine. Come on, Mr. Wright. You too. So I really have to. Phoenix Friday's fine. I can't hear you. Phoenix Friday's fine. We'll get you back in space yet, Mr. Starbuck. Believe in your own innocence and have faith in us. I'll believe in you wholeheartedly, and that's good enough for me. I believe in you too. Thank you. Thank you, both of you. I put my faith in you. I vow to make it back into space. All you need first is a not guilty verdict. It sure feels nice to reassure ourselves every now and then that we're all fine. Okay, Mr. Wright. Let's get our investigation of the Space Center started. Pronto. Good idea. Let's go. I think it's time to go brush. So let's go brushy brushy. Brushy brushy. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. We still got a few minutes, a few seconds left. 15 seconds. Back. Four, three, two, one. Okay, we're back. Let's go. I think we're done. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna move to Space Center, I think. Alright, to the entrance. I was wondering what kind of place the Space Center would be. Almost like an amusement park of the future. Yeah, did you know they even let the public see their rockets up close? I'll say this, it is cold. We got a nice little cold spell come in, and coincidentally coincided with my headache. And we got like a few days where the highs were in like the upper 60s, low 70s. Very nice. And let the public see the rockets up close. Oh, so check it out. Now brightly the JAXA logo shines in the sunlight above the entrance. Really dig the stars and rocket motif it's got going. JAXA, huh? Is that the new name of the Federal Space R&D program? Yeah. But why the strange acronym? I mean, what is GA supposed to stand for? Galaxy? If that were it, then the whole thing would be something like Galaxy Exploration Agency. What you asked me is, I'd like to have abbreviated to GAXA, even Gaia. Oh, I like Gaia. But that's kind of Earth, isn't it? I guess so. Oh, I know. Maybe the person who came up with the name just really likes the letter Y. This exchange is beginning to feel odd like deja vu. Anyway, this place is more than just a research facility. It's also a tourist attraction. Tourist attraction? Don't make me laugh. It's a monument to the human race. Galactic scooter, full speed ahead. That's not a scooter. That's a Segway. Dex, who's the geezer and what's he want? Look upon me and look, wow. Behold the great power of space science. Is he missing an eye? This eye is definitely lower than this one, and you can't see it. I think the cap is supposed to be hiding it, but that means this eye is like half an inch lower than this one. Pardon me, but you are? My glorious name is Yuri Cosmos. Is he the first one named Yuri? Why does that name seem so familiar? Oh. I'm the director of the Cosmos Space Center, the center of the cosmos. He does have an eye. Boss, that was pretty grown interesting. This person is in the Space Center director. If this person is Space Center director, that means... Ah, so you were the one of the first to discover Clay's body, weren't you? And who was the first to find the victim? Actually, there were two of them. Space Center director... Yuri Cosmos. So we had heard that name. Okay, that's where I heard the name before. Yuri Cosmos. So we saw him in the trial, and Detective Can Disarm. That's a really great name. Can Disarm. Bomb Specialist. That's correct. I was honored to be the very first man in all of space and time to discover the body. But let's talk the incident. Are you by any chance the space police? See, look at the, like, I feel like this isn't low enough to cover the eye. Like, the eye should be right here. You can't tack the word space on it, just any old thing, you know. I mean, you sure can. We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We're here to investigate his case. And we're Earth lawyers, by the way. Ah, I see. Yes, I've heard about you. In case of my esteemed privilege, I grant you permission to investigate. I trust you're appropriately grateful. Now go ahead. Have at it. I can already tell he's going to be nothing but trouble. I want to hear you say that, or you'll see what trouble really is. I should be professional and ask him about when he found the body, okay? That's a Mario star, isn't it? So, as director, what do you do here at the Space Center specifically? Defend peace across the galaxy and promote space development in this country. No matter what obstacles stand in our way, we keep going, for the sake of mankind. We gotta use the word specifically, my question. Additional personnel, to your break station, prepare for break. I get it, you just wander around and tell people what to do in a self-important manner. That's exactly right, because I'm an important man. My manner is important. Mr. Wright, this man doesn't get sarcasm. Well, there's bound to be some people like that here in the balance of space. What's that? You want to know what it is that makes me important specifically? Very well, I'll tell you. I was the central figure of the Hat 1 project. Isn't that an appalling failure? You may proceed to be appropriately impressed. Now go ahead, have at it. I'd be more impressed if I knew what he did for it, specifically. Can you tell us what you know about the incidents from the other day? I refuse. What? Explaining is a job for common folk, not the director of the Center of the Cosmos. My testimony, which will go down in space history, will be heard in the courtroom. What? Does that mean you'll be taking the stand tomorrow? That's correct. I will be the most glorious witness in the history of mankind. I'm not sure he really understands what being a witness is all about. It's like Director Cosmos is the type that only talks about what he wants to talk about. Let's at least try to ask him about the things he might be willing to open up about. That one was a rocket that was launched in space 7 years ago, correct? Despite numerous problems, somehow made its way back home. I suppose it is part of my job to educate ignorant young folk like you. Very well, I'll impart you the complete story of the Hat 1 project. Oh, thank you very much. Hat 1's noble mission was to collect samples from an asteroid. And Mr. Starbuck was the pilot for that flight. Eventually, the Hat 1 reached its planned orbit, from where it launched the Hope probe toward the asteroid belt. From there, the Hope probe began its long, lonely journey into the far reaches of space. Then, after a terrifying struggle, the Hat 1 returned safely to Earth. That struggle was when the incident known as the Hat 1 miracle occurred, right? Correct. It truly was a miracle. Of course, they just had to turn the ordeal into a movie. As for the Hope probe, it eventually arrived safely at its destination. They obtained a few samples from the asteroid and returned to Earth but a few days ago. What samples are they? What's in them? The samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. We haven't had time since they just came back the day before Terran's murder. I'm starting to get a sense of a motive. Regrettably, we've had no time to inspect the samples due to everything that has occurred. This was our space development program ahead of other countries by several years. Quite impressive. I guess this guy isn't just a loudmouth braggart after all. In the golden age of space development, our predecessors were successful in bringing a moon rock back. That is the greatest achievement in the history of this space center. The public fell in love with space and all of its glorious potential. The moon rock, huh? I remember that being big. Our endeavors with the moon rock live on in our work with those asteroid samples. I want to bestow new hopes and dreams for the future upon mankind once again. That is my mission, as the man who stands at the center of the cosmos. Space Center. There's lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. It's like we're on in a new space race with every other country out there. What? Bite your tongue. It's not for anything so base as money or politics. It's all for the brilliant future that awaits mankind, and all for my illustrious mission. With the recent budget cuts, my staff tells me finances are tight, but I won't hear it. Guess even a space program has to watch its budget. By the way, you seem awfully knowledgeable about this kind of thing, Athena. Huh? Oh, well, you know, I thought I'd better brush up for the case. Is that so? I'll be on my way. As you can see, I'm a very busy and very important man. Collected scooter. Fire up the main engine. Max battle speed. And engage. The thing is surprisingly fast. I should get going too. You bet. Let's make it so. Alright, we can go in now. What is that? So this is where Mr. Taran was murdered. Yeah, this is the lounge. Let's see that diagram the police made again. Right now we're in the main building here on the right side. On the 3rd floor. Claim Mr. Starbuck fled here from Launchpad 1 after the explosion. You there! No business without express permission. We're Mr. Starbuck's lawyers. We've come to investigate. Sorry, nobody can say without permission. Not even the police superintendent. Detective Fulbright getting mad at me. Detective Fulbright's here, huh? Yeah, he's in the Launchpad 1 corridor. Go get clearance from him and then we'll talk. Give it to me. I'm great at getting intel out of it. Detective Fulbright. Let's see. What tricks should I use on him today? I don't know if I should be grateful or afraid. So we get the Launchpad 1 corridor. You have to go through that door with the blue rocket on it, I think. Wait. That door. It looks awfully familiar. Get out of there, boss. This is the door this is the door Clay and Mr. Starbuck used during their escape from the launch pad. Oh, that explains it. The fingerprint system had been deactivated, so I think we can just pass through. Now, come on, let's go. Even in space, safety first. This is it, huh? This corridor is really used in their escape. Yep, this is the only thing connecting Launchpad 1 with the main building. I see police tape down at the other end. Guess we won't be looking at the launch pad. After the explosion, this whole corridor must have been filled with smoke. And the launch pad itself was probably a sea of flames. Must have been pretty scary for them. Now, where could Detective Fulbright be? I think that's him over there. What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? Seems to be lost. That's funny. This corridor is a straight shot. Huh? Ah, it's you, lawyer people. Welcome to the Space Center. Enjoying a relaxing day off, are you? Here for a little rocket sightseeing? We're here to investigate the scene, same as you. Do you have any info to share? Well, if you act all overlooked to give us information. We hit him with a whatever shall we do act. I'm sure he'll fall for it. Got it? We're trying to catch the unruly family here or something? Or unruly family dog here or something? You found the case, huh? Alright. I'm glad to share some with you. Huh? What just happened? Detectives and lawyers seek the truth and justice side by side. I like it. Take whatever you want from me. You bandits, you info bandits. I'm in a generous mood today. I don't know, there's something weird about Detective Fulbright today. We need information, so let's run with it. If you say so. Alright, crime scene. Detective Fulbright, could you give us permission to investigate the crime scene? There's an officer on guard, we can't even get in. Oh, whatever, what shall we do? That's the easy one. I'll have to know over there to let you in. Investigate to your heart's content. Take a week if you need it. A month even. Shall I ask for snacks delivered? Well, my man gives a mean neck rub. Okay, he is acting very weird. No, that's okay. But thanks. Definitely not the Fulbright I know. Detective Fulbright's acting sickeningly sweet. It's kind of gross, actually. Think he hit his head or something? Who knows? Whatever the case. It's making our lives way easier. You were here at the Space Center at the time of the incident, weren't you, Detective? That's right, I was here on a security assignment. Police are required to secure rocket launches now. I didn't know that. Yes, well, you know us. To serve and protect. Ha 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 ha. The explosion occurred while I was here on duty, so I started leading the evacuation. He's leaving out a lot of details, but okay. Can you tell us more about what happened? Of course, a bomb went off in the second floor of the main building. Right after that, the one over in Launchpad 1 also blew sky high. So I immediately instructed the visitors and employees to evacuate to the shelter. Shelter? That's right. There's an evacuation shelter in the basement of the Space Center. It's there for accidents and emergencies and the like. So where were you when the first bomb went off? I was on duty on the 4th floor. It's quite a madhouse, I tell you. The elevator wasn't working on account of the explosion. And the stairs on the 2nd floor were destroyed, so we couldn't go that way. It wasn't impossible to get down to the basement shelter. No, we lowered an emergency ladder from the 4th floor window and escaped that way. It was a floating ladder, so it wasn't very stable. At least it reached the ground. After I secured the ladder, I left to take another look around for any other survivors. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too, and headed to the shelter. Wow, what an ordeal. Well, climbing down an emergency ladder kind of sounds fun. Thank you for your answers, Detective. They were very helpful. Just a moment, I have some more information to share with you. Don't tell Prosecutor Blackwell, okay? Wow, and Prosecutor Blackwell usually has you on a short leash, too. But never mind that. Haha. I thought you should know that there was a witness. Can you tell us more about this witness? Sure thing. The witness was a Space Center employee who was on the 4th floor. As she was climbing out, she looked through the window into the 3rd floor lounge. So she was looking into the crime scene from the outside? That's right. It's just a matter of chance that she saw something important. Not that I know exactly what she saw exactly yet, though. You don't? That's the most important thing of all. Ha ha ha, don't you worry. I'll get around to interviewing her soon enough. She'll still be here. She'll still be somewhere here in the Space Center. You might even run into her. 4th floor employee, huh? Alright. Thanks for the info, Detective Fulbright. You sure are being cooperative, Detective. A little too cooperative, even. Yes, well... Actually, something you can't talk about? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, never mind. Don't worry about me. Well, I'll be on my way now. What was that all about? Something's definitely going on. I'm going to get out of him the next time I see him. Oh, okay. I'm not sure I'll talk about it, though. Well, we have permission to investigate now. Let's head back to the boarding lounge. Ah, you two. Detective Fulbright has granted you permission to investigate. Also, I should bring you some snacks or give you a neck rub, too, if you like. That's alright. But thank you for the offer. Well, time to roll up our sleeves and start investigating. Now, let's see. Where's that diagram again? So this lounge is on the 3rd floor of the main building. According to Apollo, this is where he believes a third party killed his friend. Well, let's have to recap and start looking for traces of this third person, then. You read my mind, Athena. We'll make that our first priority. There's just one problem, though. This room. It's just so big. Don't worry. We can use this to help us. Space Center pamphlet? For tourists? Yep. Picked up at the entrance. Map size should come in handy. Let's see. Yep. Here it is. A map of the lounge. This is where we went through to talk to Detective Fulbright. Passed over the fingerprint recognition lock. I guess this map will make things a little easier. Yeah, no more excuses. Let's track down the third person. Wait, there's one more thing. What's that strange creature moving around outside the window? Oh, boss, it's just a holographic image. Oh yeah, I knew that. Ooh, that's a relief. There should be a button somewhere on this room to turn the image on and off. That's what it says in the pamphlet anyway. Or maybe you're so eager to start so you can push that button, isn't it? What's wrong with that? Let's just look for the button while we look for clues. Alright, fine. Let's get investigating. At first glance, it looks like a peaceful landscape. And there's that creature. No probe goes to some planet. Maybe this is what the surface looked like. I don't know. I think it would have made the news if they discovered a creature like that. They made quite a bit of news, though, when the probe came back. Yeah. But the probe didn't even go to a planet. It went to an asteroid. That's a big rock kind of thing. Even aliens can't live there. That's not entirely true. Depends on how close you keep, depends on the term alien. Like alien bacteria could live there. Some pretty future. That's some pretty first. I keep seeing this word and it's mixing into this word. That's some pretty futuristic looking furniture over there. According to the pamphlet, those are no ordinary chairs. They're like amusement park teacup rides. You can power them yourself, it says. Spin the table, your chair spins too. Anybody want to have something like that? Here. Astronauts should have trouble with the device on the ceiling. No vertical spins. It's a training device. It's easy on the eyes and on the body. The person they call themselves an astronaut, they can't handle 0G. That's not 0G, that's multiple Gs. 0G is no gravity. This does like 13G. Probably. I don't know. No matter how much I look at it, all I can think of is torture device. I guess a training device for getting used to 0 gravity. Oh, I think it has an augment eye. She's thinking about trying that thing out? I try to stop her, but I'm afraid she'll just outmuscle me. Hey, Mr. Wright, look at that up there. Some kind of fragment? It's stuck in tight. Oh, that's what the glint was all about. That looks familiar. I think it's part of an oxygen tank. I think you're right, but if that's here... It means Clay's tank ruptured after they arrived at the boarding lounge. So Prosecutor Blackwell's theory that Mr. Starbuck dropped Clay down the ladder must be wrong. It proves that both the astronauts were alive when they reached the boarding lounge. Apollo was right, seeing the murder wasn't the launch pad. Hee, way to go, Apollo. This is where they discovered Clay. Yeah, he was already dead when they found him. Let's take a look at the photo. So he's stretched out like this and... Huh? What's that thing that looks like a thermos? That's the evidence, or the moon rocks. Or not moon rocks, asteroids. Rocks. That's the thing the prosecutor Blackwell mentioned when I was in court with Apollo. He said it contains asteroid samples. Alright. Director Cosmos mentioned something about that too, didn't he? They were brought back only 5 days ago by the probe that the Hat 1 launched. I wonder what they look like. Do you think they'll let us see? Let's think about that after we've solved the case, okay? These are apparently oxygen capsules. They're for recovery after a training session. What if they can change your voice? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Huh? Didn't do a thing. It's not helium, Athena, it's oxygen. It's just not too bright sometimes. Well, Mira, how thoughtful of them to put one here. Thoughtful? So ladies can fix their makeup. One experience is just as important in space as it is on Earth, you know. You never know when you're going to run into some other life form after all. I doubt anybody who thinks like that would ever become an astronaut in the first place. Looks like there are 3 doors that lead in and out of this room. Let's check. Drum roll, please. Ta-da! The Space Center pamphlet. We're at this place that says Boarding Lounge 1. Here are the 3 doors. Let's call them lefty, righty, and downy. Usually west, east, and south, in a case like this, you know. Details. Anyway, take a look at the west door. That door with the rocket icon leads to Launchpad 1. I know because it says here on the map, Launchpad 1 corridor. That's where we were with the detective. It's filled with smoke after the explosion. Right, next up, the right-hand side of the map, where east is in your world. That's the door with the satellite dish icon to signify communication, aka the control room. It even says control room. Looks like it has another door on the other side, on the opposite side. They communicate and exchange information with rockets and probes in space from there. What? Question mark. What's the question? Is there a question? Or are you just trying to confuse me? Stormino. Okay. So it's the center of the space. Oh, do I need to move Cinnamon up again? So it's the center of the space center. The space center, if you will. Did everybody start to talk like the director of Cosmos after they've been here a while? It seems they built a new command center on the 6th floor. As they used for a Hat 2 mission. So his control room was empty at the time. Well, Cinnamon was still blocky a little bit, so I moved her up. That's fine. I've always wanted to see the inside of a mission control room. And since we're here, I'd love to do that, too. But it doesn't like to really be able to. They want to keep curious kids like you and you out. Random Fox. We got Library Fox. They're moving much more responsibly. Much more responsively? I don't know. So the door is protected with fingerprint recognition. Only the director can go through. That much security, I'm definitely not the one they're looking to keep out, Athena. Apparently the lock is also hooked up to a backup generator in case of emergencies. Okay, what about that last door? This lower door, oh, excuse me, I mean south door, leads to the elevators. This door we came to when we entered this room, right? Yep, and of course there was no fingerprint recognition device, so it's open to anyone. The elevators weren't working at the time due to the explosion. Well, that's about it for the 3 musketeers of the boarding lounge. Thanks, understanding the layout of the lounge should help us understand the case. That's why I thought we better have a good grasp of where all the doors go. That's a 0G device, I think. Or a low G device. Moonwalk apparatus. Here's another amazing piece of equipment. Walk and surface the moon, it says. Oh boy, I want to try it. Gravity's weak on the moon. I bet I could do mid-air somersaults. Stone Earth, remember? Besides, it's connected to the ceiling. Looks like I could jump really high. The sign on the wall very clearly says don't jump too high. What good does this say? Didn't I say in the beginning, walk on the surface of the moon? What's this? A trapdoor? It's a trash chute. It's cleaning robots to the garbage out from here. Robots do the cleaning? What a futuristic world we live in. That's why they don't revolt like they do in science fiction movies. Anyway, all the robots here are very nice. Actually, wasn't there one in the Launchpad 1 corridor? You can go say hi to it if you want. Something shiny! Shiny! Hey, I see something shiny down there. Take this cover off then. Well, this looks like a metal jelly bean. It's a bullet. It's small, but it's a bullet. It's only about 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter. So that would make the caliber 0.1? 0.10? Caliber refers to diameter of a gun's barrel, right? Yes, but I've never heard of a .10 caliber gun before. Full must be for a special kind of gun. It's probably a zip gun. Those are guns made out of plastic that are kind of for one-time use. If you try to fire a bullet in this small, with a regular-sized gun, it'll just fall right out. Yeah, must have been a really small gun. Wonder how the bullet ended up here. Maybe we're in the bottom left on the south door side of the room, according to this map. It's pretty far from where Clay's body was. Maybe the police didn't think to look here. Maybe Detective Fulbright to accidentally hand us just the card we need. Nope, I know nothing. I know nothing. Let's see, this door is... Where's that pamphlet? Here we are. This door's the corridor that leads to the launch pad 1. We went through it earlier when we went to talk to Detective Fulbright. I guess the security lock must be disengaged now, right? Say the corridor was filled with smoke at the time of the bombing. This thing beside the door, this must be the fingerprint recognition device. Which reminds me, I think Prosecutor Blackwood talked about it at the trial. The notion of a third party in Launchpad 1 is utterly absurd. Just enter the area from the lounge. One must pass through a door guarded by a fingerprint recognition device. Allow me to say up front that there are precious few with the clearance to do so. This means that the bomber's prints were verified by the system? But the number of authorized people is personnel is supposed to be really small. Oh, fingerprint powder. Just thought the case. I brought it just in case something like this came up. Found it in the office. I've been just itching for a chance to use it. Wow, what do you think I had? Now it's just the fingerprint recognition device, see what we can find. Yeah, now just sprinkle down some here and a little over there, and... Woof! Let's see what we have here. Oh, we got something. Oh, it's only a single set of prints. Is that a good thing? First we can figure out whose prints these are. Although I doubt we'll be too lucky to get the culprit's prints on the first try. I'm going back to Detective Fulbright has some fingerprint data. Right, and there's security footage of this door too. Yes, it came up in the court the other day. You can see the part of the footage just after this bit. Well, that'd be right before the murder, wouldn't it? That's Detective. When the Moody's in, he'll probably show it to us right away. He's in almost too good of a mood today. Let's go see if we can find him again once we're done with this room. This is the fingerprint recognition device. I guess you put your hand on this hand mark. Well, I guess you can try. Now to line my hand up with the outline. I don't think this thing is related to the case. Your prints all over that, and the next thing you know, you'll be made into a suspect. Oh, I can be so cruel to a little girl like me, Sniffle. Stop. I'm buying those tears, Missy. I think that's all we can get here, probably. Oh, no, what's that? What this big knob is for? Looks like a, This looks like a power switch for, high, voltage electronics. We have them at work. If you turn them sideways, they're off. And, usually they have a hole in them that lines up with something over here, so you can put a lock on them to make sure they can't be turned back on. Well, same shape, but I think that's where the similarities end. I mean, it's behind the glass pane. What kind of stove would require an knob screw like this? Knob straight up and down. So this sort of stove, the burner would be off. Alright, for a sort of stove, so I wonder what it's really for. Something turned on by a knob that's not a stove? About a rocket engine. Let's start the engine to here. Rocket will take off before you can get in. Actually, all we can say now is it's a mystery knob. This must be the turret camera that recorded the astronauts making their escape. Let's commemorate this occasion with a love and peace. We're done now. Shall we move on? Yeah, okay. Just one more for the road. Peace! Very mature. A bright purple sky, painted greenery, and a tranquil lake. Idyllic scene stretches out as far as the eye can see. It's beautiful, but it lacks something to make up truly captivating. I want to look at the crack! Is that a spiderweb or a crack? Maybe it's a spiderweb. What's that? Some kind of panel with 2 buttons on it in here. Push it. That's the invariable principle of buttons. There are such things as buttons left unpushed. Hey, the giant holographic image disappeared. Yeah, that side of the wall seems kind of barren without it now. And a fox chasing a hen? Let's see if we can't find anything new with the image off. Let's look back. I told you it was a crack! That's right. Take a look at this. It's like a bullet hole. Great find, Athena. It's pretty big. Verify the shot must have been using a pretty large gun. Think so? Based on my experience, I'd say this was fired from a regular pistol. Whatever size it was, somebody fired a gun in here, right? Apparently. It's an important fact. See a bullet around somewhere? No, police might have taken it, though. Let's have to full write about this bullet hole later. Welcome to the Space Center, guests. Welcome. Yikes. Well, what in the world? My name is Ponko. P-O-N-C-O, Ponko. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you looking around? Choose one. I will guide you. It's a robot? I am not a robot. I am Ponko. Psychological observation and navigation companion. P-O-N-C-O, Ponko. Well, I'm glad we got that cleared up. Oh, Ponko, I missed you. Huh? Do you know this thing, Athena? Oh, she, showed us around the last time when I came here with Apollo. Oh, you're such a good girl, Ponko. That's a good girl. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy. So very happy. Oh, Guide Robot. That's pretty cool. My name is Phoenix Wright. Nice to meet you. I don't know you. I don't know you. Huh? Ouch. That hurt. Oh, she has to register people she meets for the first time. Please register him, Ponko. Certainly. Missing guest registration. Please tell me your name. A nickname is fine, too. I think that's to make the robot appear more female, I guess? I don't know. His name is Phoenix. A bit overly familiar, but I'll allow it. Phoenix, please let me get a good look at your face. Oh, sure. Registering. Facial registration sequence complete. We're now officially friends. Nice to meet you, Phoenix. Huh, this robot's pretty cute. You made a friend, boss. Isn't it great? Phoenix, Athena, allow me to guide you. Right this way. Oh, goody. Let's go, boss. Go where? What's with the aliens? Oh, wow. What is this place? Is that Rocket real? Welcome! Welcome! The Space Museum is open to the public every day of the year from 9 AM to 7 PM. Learn about the history of our nation's space development in the HAT-1 project. The rocket is just a replica, with the same size as the real one. The Space Museum. Oh, here it is on the map. Okay, so it's on the exact opposite side of the main building from Launchpad 1. me anything. Anything. I will explain. This is quite the place. I can't believe we got to see a rocket this close up. This is a replica of the Hat 1 that was launched 7 years ago. It's exactly like the real Hat 1 inside now. Its little brother, the Hat 2, was supposed to launch the other day. I wonder if Ponko knows why the launch was cancelled. Over there is an exhibit about the launch 7 years ago. Check it out. Check it out. Spacesuits, photos, newspaper articles. I'd like to come here again on a day off. Now, what's the photo of? Fox! There I am! Look, it's me! It's me! Hey, that's the staff of the Hat 1 project. Oh, this was Starbuck. He looks so young and so different. And that's... What is Athena? Something wrong? Oh, no, nothing. Why is Clay in it? Wasn't he, like, recent? I thought Mr. Starbuck looked really young, too. That's all. Well, it was 7 years ago, after all. So the young guy standing next to him, Mr. Starbuck, is Clay Terran, the victim. So I mentored Proto even way back then. He even got one of the staff jackets. Looks just like a regular staff member. No, Clay was still a student then. He just borrowed one of Solomon's old jackets. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Clay would have still been in high school 7 years ago. Everybody looks so happy. The space for him is great. What fantastic exhibits. This area used to be Launchpad 2. It's finally interested on the 3rd floor. Would it be better if they just made a new ground floor entrance instead? There was talk of it, but they had to scrap their plans because of the budget cuts. Budget cuts! Budget cuts! We need more money. Money! Who would record that kind of information into a guide robot? While I was in space, the Hat 1 launched a probe called Hope. Hope probe collected some samples from an asteroid and returned 5 days ago. That's what Director Cosmos said too. Just came back the day before Clay was killed. And here it is, the Hope space probe. I think I've seen that logo somewhere before. Let's see. Oh yeah, the capsule that the victim was carrying. I think it had the same logo. It can be seen in the photo attached to the autopsy report. Maybe she'll give me some more info if I show it to her. Ponko, do you recognize this capsule here in the top right? Checking registered data. I know. It's the Hope capsule. It was carried inside the Hope probe. It contained the asteroid samples, right? Yes, it was designed to store the samples gathered by the Hope probe. It's been stored in the safe in Launchpad 1 ever since it returned to Earth. It must not be removed. It must not be removed. Alright, Ponko. The people in charge already know what happened. They do? They do? I must ask them later. The capsule was being kept in Launchpad 1, huh? Maybe Clay was trying to carry it safely after the explosion. Space Center staff must have been really excited to finally get the capsule back. It's pity this incident occurred before they got a chance to check the contents. Well, police took it as evidence, so they'll have to wait a little longer. The way the Space Center Launchpad is set up is really cool. Would you like me to tell you about it? Would you? Set up a launchpad? Don't you tell my spiky-haired mind. I want to know. I want to know. You're supposed to know, too. Great. Now Athena's got a case of Ponko-itis. Now we're checking on time. We got 15 minutes left. Okay. Hooray! I'll tell you then. The rocket is built right inside the launchpad structure. When the rocket is complete, it is moved along with the launchpad over the rails. And brought in precision to the launch site. Isn't it cool? Isn't it? We used to have a big budget, so that's how we could build it all. It's very cool. Brand setup is just an important place like the Space Center. I guess everyone's hoping for a bigger budget next year. Myself included. I'm guessing this whole thing is operated from the control room, huh? That it is, but it can also be operated from the new command center, too. Either way, the safety lock in the boarding lounge has to first be disengaged. I guess before a big move like that can be carried out, there are all kinds of procedures. I'd love to see the launch pad being moved. When's the next one scheduled for? Pushing data. All official plans have been put on hold. Because the bombing and the murder, I'll bet. Which is perfectly understandable. When was the last time it was moved? Searching data. I'm sorry, that answer isn't in my answer database. I guess Ponko can only answer certain questions. I certainly learned a lot about the Space Museum. Thank you, Ponko. You explained everything very well. I love to explain. Thank you for listening. Thank you. You two are like old friends. It's hard to believe you just met recently. Hehe, it's because Ponko is so friendly. What should we investigate next? Let's go find Detective Fulbright. You have things to ask him about. I see. The security footage and fingerprint data. Was it? Okay, then let's go back to the launchpad corridor. Bye, Ponko. See you later. Come again. Come again. And don't forget to visit the gift shop. Or Ponko. What a Dickensian life we are all forced to leave. I guess that's Charles Dickens. I don't know. Alright, we move. Alright, I know it's a little bit early. I'm gonna go ahead and brush real quick before we move on to this. I'll just go for 2.5 minutes, okay? So I can get this set up. And no, I mean, this game was next in line. I just haven't been feeling my best, and so I haven't been playing this one. Um, so I'm gonna keep going with this one, although I may not make it. I still have a headache. My headache is not really getting, I mean, it's getting better, I guess. I think it's partly weather and partly stress. Um, so I am just trying to make some progress in this. Yeah, Dark Souls, I think, is the next game in the line. Partly work, partly some other stuff that I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself. Yeah, Dark Souls is the next game in line after this. And then I guess SAO Fatal Blow is after that. I don't know when. Zelric requests a game, but won't tell me what it is. So I haven't added that one yet. So anyway, moving on. What should I do? Which path is the path of justice? There's Detective Fulbright. He doesn't seem to be lost, even though it's a straight corridor. Except he's still in a cooperative mood, as well then. If he doesn't cooperate then, I'll just have to use my powers on him. You mean that lady in distress bit? We found a bullet hole in the wall at the crime scene. You did? Our team found that too. Detective Arm had fired... Detective Arm had fired that bullet. Detective Arm? That's right. A warning shot for the defendant. Was it really such a high-threat situation that she needed to do that? I'm afraid I don't know all the details what with Detective Arm gone and all. I thought there were two people who discovered the crime scene together. Radio Director Cosmos will testify, so tomorrow will be about what he knows. Hey, you're pretty smart. That's exactly what we're planning to serve as the main course. Hope it goes down easy. Detective, we'd like to run a comparison on some prints we found in the boarding lounge. Ah yes, I just happen to have compiled the print data of everyone related to this case. I can always make another copy for myself, so that's all yours. Consider it a gift. This is quite a bit of data. When I said everyone, I meant it. Buster Blackwell said to dig deep, so that's what I did. Sure took a while, though. We got Apollo's and my prints. We even got prints for all of the robots. Do robots even have fingerprints? I guess when Blackwell said to dig deep, Fulbright didn't bother to ask how deep. Ah, Clay's fingerprints are here, too. I personally removed his glove during the investigation. I had to get his fingerprints to confirm his identity, after all. Still can't believe he took off his glove to get his fingerprints. Yeah, well, you can't blame me for thinking they're important in this case. There are a lot of doors that require fingerprint verification in the lounge. So depending on whose prints we find, it really changes the tide for both sides. Makes sense. After all, the culprit's prints do get them past the fingerprint lock somehow. I'll take this picture. Might come in handy. This is just a photo of the launchpad 1 door. Yep. Buster Blackwell seemed really interested in it for some reason. Huh? What's so important about this door? Beats me, but boy, could you see... Beats me, but boy, could you see the gears in his head going hyperfab at it. That's going to have to be a major point of contention tomorrow. Don't forget about the print comparison, boss. Right. Hey, Fulbright. You think you could run these tests for us right now? Just leave it to me. And just as we trust. Okay, here we go. Well, it looks like it was Mr. Starbuck who opened that security door. He must open it when they went to go board the rocket. His heart must have been full of hopes and dreams for a space adventure right then. I'm looking at this, trying to figure out what the issue is. Ah. So it almost looks like somebody disabled the fingerprint scanner. Alright, nothing here. Nothing here. Alright, nothing here. Alright, nothing new here. Alright, let's present him the bullet. Time for the lost and found? I'll be sure to take care of it. No, no, no. This is an important piece of evidence. Lost found, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We have no evidence for suction tank. Alright, things like fine, huh? What was that all about? I thought I'd be able to get fired up twice as much to make up for Apollo being gone. As far as I thought I'd imitate him. So you're doing a voice workout, huh? Yep, you have to push your voice up to the pit of your stomach. Hold it! There's a contradiction in the witness's statement. You're really serious about this. Objection! You're lying. The truth culprit is the judge. What? And who's gonna hand down the verdict? Oh, I didn't think of that. What do you think we should do next? That's right. What is it, Athena? I just remembered. I've got to go running today. I was so taken up with what happened to Apollo, it slipped my mind. That was what I'm asking. Alright, so she's no help at all. Okay, everything pretty much everything here now, but just in case. Wait. A window, and it's right next to the holographic image, too. That's here to help people see the stark contrast between reality and virtual reality. Way off, it says emergency ventilation. No clear smoke from a fire. See, it's pointing out the virtual insanity of reality. The holographic image off, the screen is completely black, which for some reason makes me think of losing an argument to Prosecutor Blackwell in court. Please get my brain revved up. Come up with my best ideas at times like these. Alright, what are we doing? No, just give me that. Detective, prosecutor footage was taken by the boarding lounge, one camera. Oh, that footage? Go ahead and ask me anything you like about it. Is there any way I can see a little more of the part just after this? Ace's Pipe, I gotta show you. Black Bomb! Here you go. Huh? The screen went black. Blank. Yes, apparently the after effects of the explosion damaged the wires. So no footage after this point. Haha. Why didn't you say so from the beginning? Definitely seems to be up with you, Detective. You're unusually cooperative. Well, I just figured if we work together, we'll get that much closer to justice, right? It seems like something's really been bothering you. You don't have some ulterior motive, do you? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do anything like that. I haven't seen those in a while. Those are definitely psych locks. Oh, juice mouth, psyched. Is there something I should be psyched about? No, psych lock. It's a system of locks on the secrets in a person's heart. I can see when people are trying to hide those secrets by using the power of this Magatama. Presenting evidence can break those locks and reveal any secrets they're hiding. But Mr. Wright, how much they bilked you out for that piece of rock? You've been swindled. I know some lawyers I can introduce you to. I'm more than capable of representing myself, thank you very much. This is some kind of fraud. It really works. A friend gave it to me a long time ago. But I guess seeing is believing. Allow me to show you. Let's see what presenting the Magatama will reveal, shall we?
Take that!
I think you're hiding something, Detective. Why don't you just tell us about it? What to do? Which path is the path of justice? Before I was really in agony. Rest of the issue is still torn up over. I really understand what must have been bothering you, Detective. I truly do. Something happened that goes against your principles, isn't that right? No, I don't know what you're talking about. The explosion occurred, everything was just fine. Is that a fact? Yep. Peaceful as peaceful can be. Everyone listening a happy tune as they did their job. Never saw a more relaxed guard detail for a routine rocket launch. I think the guard detail is as relaxed as you can as long as this exists. There must be something wrong with my sunglasses today. You're presenting that to me as evidence, are you? Think fun of me? Just as I said, until the explosion occurred, everything was just fine.
Take that!
Nope, no good.
Take that!
Before the explosion, what was supposed to happen here was a rocket launch. And yet security was so tight, they even brought in a special task force. I'd always describe that as relaxed guard detail. Now, hold on just one moment. The entire nation had their eyes on this extremely important rocket launch. That's why I was called in on a special security detail. As versatile as you are, I certainly believe that that's true. I'd say it's very strange that this person would be part of that detail from the outset.
Take that!
Tech Farm specializes in bomb cases. The fact that she was here on hand means that you people knew there was the possibility that a bombing would occur. Oh, you got me, Mr. Wright. Alright, I concede. You win. It's just as you say. A few days before the launch, they were warned about a potential bombing. But the plan to launch went ahead in spite of the threat. But why? What were they planning to do if someone got hurt or killed? Yeah, I know. The decision to move forward wasn't exactly just, was it? How was the warning delivered? By phone and directly to Director Cosmos. The police department instructed everybody to keep it under wraps. That's a big thing to keep quiet about. No wonder you were so upset. It's not only that, I've been distraught about Prosecutor Blackwell as well. Prosecutor Blackwell? Well, as his handler, I'm sure you have a lot of difficulties. In the hiccups. That's not it. It's a question of justice. I've been wondering about why he's allowed to stand in court. The reason he's still prosecuting? Detective Fulbright, please tell us everything you know. Well, talking to you folks about it would definitely be breaking the rules. Never mind that, but what are rules for things to be broken, right? Well, to tell you the truth, having a prisoner act as a prosecutor is highly irregular. I think we guessed that much. So why is it being allowed? I've been wondering about it. So you weren't told why either? Huh? No, I guess the order came from pretty high up the ladder. Yeah, it would have had to have. Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt I've been on for the Phantom of 7 years past continues even still. 7 years past? A phantom, huh? And not one of the friendly variety either, I gather. This Phantom of 7 years past, any idea who or what he was talking about? Not a clue. I seem to think this Phantom is behind this whole incident somehow. But wait a minute, he thinks they may be connected to this case? Yep, this case has way too many similarities to what happened 7 years ago. For starters, that case happened right here at this very space center, too. And in both instances, the threat was issued via telephone. That's why Prosecutor Blackwell thinks this incident is the work of the Phantom. That's not the entire reason. I mean, if you want to talk about 7 years ago. That's when Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty of murder. And this case was started the whole dark age of the law. See how this Phantom and Prosecutor Blackwell's conviction might be related. Yeah, I can see why you'd think that. This incident and the Phantom. Not to mention Blackwell's past. It's almost inconceivable they would come to a head here. This might sound crazy, but Prosecutor Blackwell can't possibly believe Mr. Stravik is this Phantom person, right? I mean, he was acting kind of strange during the last trial and all. Question appears to be ready as well.
Silence.
Not yet. I'm not quite ready yet. Gra! Arg! No, I doubt he thinks Mr. Stravik is his Phantom. I do get the feeling that he thinks the defendant has ties to them. That's why he's acting so impatient. He's got a personal grudge against Mr. Stravik. And that's not real justice. I've always trusted in Prosecutor Blackwell's judgment until now. But this time, I'm just so overwrought about it all. If he's lost his ability to think rationally, I'm afraid it might lead to a false conviction. I've never seen Detective Fulbright so tormented. This is why he's been so cooperative. Don't worry, that's exactly what we defense lawyers are working to prevent. Feel bad for Prosecutor Blackwell. I'm going to be rooting for your team this time. Don't tell him that. You have to promise me you won't. Detective Fulbright, I guess I was wrong about you. I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society again. So I can't just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and tear the defendant apart. You're the only ones who can stop him in court. You really care and want what's best for Prosecutor Blackwell, don't you, Detective? Leave the courtroom to us. It's not like we want a guilty verdict either. It's hoping you would say that. I'm really grateful to you, the two of you. For my thanks, I'll give you another bit of information. It's about the eyewitness. I saw her hanging around the Space Center entrance a little while ago. Really? Let's go find her, Mr. Wright. Thanks, you two. I feel a lot better now. I've been able to get that off my chest. I'm going to work extra hard to find that perfect piece of evidence for you. In justice we trust. On 3. 1, 2, 3. In justice we trust. Okay, later. There he goes. Wait, are we supposed to say in justice we trust back there, too? Let's go see that witness now. Alright, Space Center entrance it is. Witness must be around here somewhere. Hello, hello. Uh-oh. Don't tell me the witness is a robot. Hello, come over here. Hello, hello. Are you sightseeing? Are you lost? Are you... I am Clanko. Shall I guide you? Guide you? I don't know why, but this robot is kind of freaking me out. Hey, you're not supposed to be wandering around. Again? Oh, I've had it with you. Hunk of junk. Ah! I'm outside. Am I wandering? When did that happen? Okay, welcome back, hunk of junk. You don't know how close you came. You didn't snap out of it. I was going to put you on the curb on trash day. Nothing works better than a 42.5-degree karate chop. That's pretty specific. Excuse me, but are you the one who witnessed the murder? Oh, and Phoenix Wright, the lead attorney for this case. How do you do? Oh, big shot lawyers, huh? Is that an injection gun? Oh, big shot lawyers, huh? I'm Ara Blackwell. Blackwell? Is she related to the prosecutor? I'm a researcher developing robots here at the Cosmos Space Center. Blackwell? Could she be... It could also be a drill. Or a, you know, a screwdriver, screw remover, whatever you call them. I think you just call them drills. And this good-for-nothing robot is named Hunk of Junk. My name's not Hunk of Junk. My name's Clanko. That's me, Miss Ara. Quit complaining. Your model number is Clanko 2. God, but Miss Ara, everyone calls me Clanko. Quit your squawking already. No, what are you doing? No, don't. There. I bet you won't be talking back now. Yeah, I will obey completely. Yeah, I better watch the wires I cross this one. Last name is Blackwell. Do you have a relative in the legal profession? You're correct. Simon Blackwell, who used to be a prosecutor, is. Shut up. When speak when I order you to speak. Simon's my little brother. You know him? Yes, we met him in court a few times. Right, Athena? What a dull creature. Has her switch been turned off? Are you being shy? This is new. Oh yeah, I heard he was prosecuting again, despite being a prisoner. Why don't you just stick to solving disputes among inmates in prison, right? Oof. Hey, what do you think, Hunk of Junk? Ah, Miss Ara, that hurts. I'm asking you a question. Why don't you answer me, useless hunk of junk? Miss Ara, you told me to only speak when you ordered me to speak. I thought you'd never talk back to me. You're worth more than scrap. Robot abuse, hawk attacks. Blackwell family life must sure be interesting. Well, do you have any other questions? Wait, of course you do. You're a lawyer. Like I'm on Simon's side or anything. I just want to get this over with. I keep meaning to try ChatGPT, but I never get around to it. So you're the person who witnessed the incident? That's right. I was on the 4th floor of the main building. In the robotics lab. The explosion disabled the elevators. If I lower my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. It was such a pain, I couldn't even use the ladders in other rooms. This has been a very troubling experience. Probably best to just humor here. As I passed by the 3rd floor boarding lounge window, one window on my way down, I saw the crimes that happened. And that's about it. So you saw the crimes that happened, and that's about it. I see. Wait, what? You saw it being committed? Sometimes just nod and repeat. So I went to the 3rd floor lounge. The very scene of the crime. That's right, there's a small window on the right-hand side of the room. I looked through that from the outside. The room was pitch black, but I saw a shady figure holding a lighter in their left hand, and a knife in their right. That must have been the culprit. Do you see who that person was? Of course not. The power was out on that floor, and then there was only that tiny window. I see. You did witness the moment of the murder? Yes, I saw the figure with the lighter raise their knife and happened at precisely 10 a.m. Did you miss anything else? Did the killer have any distinguishing features? I told you, it's pitch black in there. Although, I did notice that the lighter the person had in the left hand had a pretty ornament on it. Like a planet. It was blue, like a little Earth emblem. They had good taste in knickknacks anyway. An Earth emblem on the lighter? I better remember that. Thank you for your statement. We'll definitely prove Mr. Starbucks' innocence with it. Ah, yeah, right. I will hold my breath. Pardon me? But I hurt your feelings? Sorry. I just detest lawyers. That's all. What don't you like about lawyers? It's just an instinctive dislike. Don't feel bad. I hate prosecutors even more. That didn't make me feel any better, actually. Why do you hate lawyers so much? You'll think from my past. The whole legal system is meaningless in the first place. I certainly don't agree. I mean, people are imperfect. They lie. They're influenced by silly emotions. You can't expect such imperfect creatures to uphold a reasonable system of law. I like robots much better. Even sad sacks like this one. Hey, you look alive there! Probably. God, yes, here I go! I built a robot with amazing process speed. I can operate vacuum and reaching under high pressure. We were also now it's time for eyes and roll against the. Alright, that's enough of you. I get a little carried away. Oh, what was I doing? Yep, I like robots much better. At least you can make them any way you want them. Like humans with their petty emotions and constant worries. How can you say such things? Feeling emotions, worrying about the things we care about. That's what makes us human. Well, the girl finally talks and she starts with a speech. That's what makes us human? You getting angry and snorting like that? Rational thought, that's what separates humans from animals. Unfortunately, your reasoning capabilities are more akin to that of a clever little monkey. That's nothing to be ashamed of. It must be nice to have such a simple mind. Can I punch your boss? You don't hold yourself, Athena. Sigh, humans certainly are absurd. I said you were clever, didn't I? Poor thing. Tell me, with people like you in charge, how can I possibly trust the legal system? So she distrusts not only the lawyers and prosecutors, but the whole legal system? What in the world happened to this woman to make her so bitter? Even if somebody important to me was killed, I would never wish to see their killer brought to the trial. But I'd much rather kill them myself. Can't be serious. The thing you're wearing around your neck. Oh, this? Around Athena's neck? Does she mean widget? Oh, I get it. Well, Her Royal Highness has returned, at last, to her castle. Her Royal what? Show about Athena? By the way, I heard the rumors. Our director is going to be the star witness in court tomorrow, right? Dr. Cosmos? Yeah, that's right. You poor things. You better be careful. An old man. Brandon Fox. That's Chisagam Fox, I believe. The old man is a big liar and a huge braggart. What? It might seem like a bigwig, but the sinner has all kinds of problems. He has a lot of skeletons in his closet. That's your problem, so why should I care? Well, that's it? No friendly tips? No good luck, guys? Just splendid. I'll leave you to your woes. Come on, hunk of junk. It's sad to me that she doesn't believe in our legal system anymore. I must have had a very bad experience to make her feel that way. Are you alright, Athena? You seem very down. I just can't believe she said all those things. Wow, she's really upset. Has she been trying not to let it show all this time? Well, I guess not all that surprising. You hear about fabricated evidence and false indictments on the news all the time. In that whole Dark Ages of the Law nonsense? I'm just sick of hearing about that. Well, all we can do is believe in what we're doing. Yeah, you're right, boss. I agree. Maybe it's time we went back to see Mr. Starbuck. Oh yeah, we should tell him about the bullet in Miss Blackwell's statement. Okay, next stop, the Tucson Center. Alright, let's go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. My lawyers are here. Must be bad news. Hey, not necessarily. We found a new witness. A researcher saw the moment of the murder through Lyle's window during her escape. Really? So going to let me go? Unfortunately, it was dark, and she couldn't identify the person. I should have known. My stars never aligned just right, too. We gotta lead too, Mr. Starbuck. The murderer had a lighter with an Earth emblem on it. A lighter with an Earth emblem on it? Oh! Did you remember something? Yep, I sure did. Just a little bit, though. I think it'll all be a help, so please, tell us what you remembered. I thought I was unconscious the whole time. And now I remember. I woke up for a few brief moments. That's huge. Do you remember seeing anything? A lighter. I saw the flame of a lighter floating in the darkness. Oh good, what else did you see? What was nearby? It was definitely the boarding lounge, so it must have been after Blake carried me there. Light from the flame, I saw a dark shadow flickering. Dark shadow. It must have been the third party we've been looking for. Thank you, Mr. Starbuck. You've been more help than you know. If we can prove that there was a third person seen and that they're the real killer, it'd be cleared of all suspicion. Maybe whether or not we can identify the third person in the court tomorrow. It's got something to go on now. That's a big plus. I should probably tied up the evidence a bit before some of the mistakes for a hoarder. Now that we have a glimmer of hope, I'm suddenly starving. Why don't we go back to the office and treat ourselves to a big celebration in advance? Someone who's highly empathetic. You can be surprisingly unsympathetic. So I found your strategy for tomorrow's trial, huh? Good for you, Daddy. Well, it's one step forward, anyway. Hopefully it'll give us a fighting chance in court. As long as we can find out who this third person is. Let's get something to eat. I'm starving. My vote is for Eldoon's noodles. Oh, Apollo. What are you doing here? Didn't think the clinic was ready to release you yet. My wounds are fine, and I'm done lying around. Apollo, you're supposed to be in bed. Get the case to us. We'll take it from here. Thanks. That's not an option. Not for me. Apollo. You shouldn't underestimate your injuries, Apollo, and I don't want you to overdoing it. I'm fine. I'm not in pain anymore. Besides, they just gave me an IV at the clinic. An IV isn't a cure-all, mummy man. Anyway, just tell me how the case is going. Have you guys made any progress? A suspicious figure was spotted at the scene. I think they might be the real killer. A suspicious figure, huh? Right. I thought you'd be happier than that. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm happy. I fully intend to see Clay's murderer apprehended. Absolutely nothing will get in the way of that. Clay was your best friend, right, Apollo? That's right. Best friends since junior high. Sounds like me and Junie. So was Clay like? Well, he was full of compassion and energy, and he had a really loud voice. If you did voice training together, now I bet you'd break a few windows. You know, I bet you're right. met only yesterday. He was a guy who lived for his dreams. We talked about it a lot. He was going to be an astronaut and me a lawyer. We talked well into the night. And even then, we never grew tired of it. Oh, about that jacket. Oh, it's Clay's. I knew it. It's a special jacket that was only issued to members of the Hat Project. He's finally able to get one of his own, once he was selected for the Hat 2 mission. He always looked so proud wearing it. But just when his dream was finally coming true, I still can't believe it. Damn, it's not fair! Apollo, I hope you don't try to carry the burden all alone. I guess we were both unlucky. My own debut was a disaster. I guess you're right on some level. That trial a year and a half ago wasn't exactly the smoothest of starts. That was a rough time for me. But Clay refused to let me quit. You're fine, he'd say. Don't give up. It was right during his screening exams, too. I couldn't have become a full-fledged lawyer without him. That you're fine of his is why I'm still standing here today. You're fine, huh? You're fine and I'm fine were like your catchphrases, weren't they? Haha, something like that. Sure bring back memories. When we were in junior high, Clay's mom passed away in an accident. But he wouldn't show his sadness to anyone. One night, I found him crying all alone in the school courtyard. Stop, Mom. Get away, Apollo. Don't come over here. Stop. Wait, listen to me. I don't have a mother, either. Huh? I always think everybody else has a mom. Why am I the only one? But, you know, when I started to feel that way, I yelled at the top of my lungs. I learned, I'm fine. You know what? I started to feel like maybe I really will be fine. Oh, Justice is fine. Okay, Clay, now it's your turn. Okay. Clay Tarrant is fine. There you go. Now we're both fine. Ha ha ha. We're fine. Ha ha. We're fine. Ha ha ha. What are you laughing about? Ha ha ha. See? We're fine. You laughed first. Ha ha ha. I'm fine. You're fine. We're both fine. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Thanks, Apollo. No, I'm struggling a bit, unfortunately. When you say it out loud, it really starts to feel real. And as long as you don't give up, you can keep on fighting. That's what we believed. As long as you don't give up. Wasn't there somebody else who said something similar? I gave in to my fear, I'll never find the truth. As long as I don't give up, I can keep up the fight. I called Mr. Starbuck his mentor and looked up to him. I wonder if I could be a good role model for my staff like Mr. Starbuck. Sorry, Mr. Wright. But I'll be taking a leave of absence. A what? Wait, what do you mean by a leave? You're really serious? Can you at least give me a reason why? When I put Clay's jacket on, I swore to him that I would catch his killer, myself. That's our goal, too. I agree with Athena. We should work together to find the truth. The truth, huh? That's a noble cause. Both the truth you seek and the truth I seek turn out to be different. I am not sure I follow. What are you saying, Apollo? I'm going to catch the person responsible for taking my friend's life in my own way. Take good care of Mr. Starbucks for me. Now, I must be going. Goodbye. Goodbye. Did you just say goodbye? I sensed a lot of seething anger and hatred coming from him. And also, suspicion. Alright, he's not walking out on us like this. I'm gonna go talk some sense from him. Hold on, Athena. Paul can believe what he wants. But I believe he's wrong. Even if we take different paths, the truth we arrive at should be the same. I think the quicker we solve this case, the better it'll be for Apollo. Yeah, you're right, boss. Alright, that's enough for one day. Make sure you're ready for tomorrow's trial, okay? If you were here right now, Apollo would say, I'm fine. Everything is fine. I just hope things really do turn out fine tomorrow. Okay, on that note, I am struggling a bit. Basically, the more I talk, the more I cough. And every time I cough, it hurts my head a little bit more. So naturally, what I probably need to do is stop talking. Which means I need to probably start moseying toward bed. Maybe I'll sleep a little bit early. So, what's up, Derek? How much more of this do we have? So it looks like we have 8 more cases after this one. Alright, so... every night, I can't keep taking nights off. We're just gonna take it easy tonight, okay? I already showered. I'm just gonna chill for a little bit and go to bed a little bit early. So thank you all for joining me on this lovely Tuesday. So rest, you know, get some sleep. Hope you guys don't end up getting sick like I did and you know, been having trouble shaking it off. See? I'm not, no. Ow. Alright, so good night everyone, sleep well, have good dreams, okay? Yeah. Alright, so Fox out. Good night.